What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching a Ragin Ronin review. Got a review for you. Last week, I saw First Man in IMAX. And this is, of course, the story of... not Buzz Aldrin, the other guy. Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon. Now, that's a pretty exciting thing. First man on the moon. And this is, of course, like during the space race because, America was trying to beat Russia in landing on the moon. And huge deal in American history and even the world because of man's technological achievement. So it's a pretty big deal. And we see Ryan Gosling playing Neil Armstrong, and it's rounded off with a pretty solid all-star cast. We got Claire Foy, Jason Clarke, Kyle Chandler, Corey Stoll, Ciaran Hinds, and also Pablo Schreiber. This film is directed by Damien Chazelle, and this is, well, after watching it, I feel like not only is this a film about the moon landing, but it's also kind of like a biography of Neil Armstrong, because the moon landing plays a huge part in this film, but really it makes up only a small portion of the film in its running time. This film is just a bit over 2 hours long, I think 2 hours and 10 minutes, and the moon landing really only makes up just the final part of the film. I mean, as it should. I mean, the film can't be entirely about the moon landing. It's about the build-up. It's about the what Neil Armstrong has to go through, the training, what his family endures, as being a family member of somebody who's going to potentially not come back. So you can see that there's a lot of tension, anxiety, and all kinds of elements that are involved before someone doing something as extraordinary as landing on the moon. Now, Ryan Gosling does play Neil Armstrong, and he does an excellent job. What a great actor. After watching this film, I just feel like Ryan Gosling, such a great actor, and everybody else in this film also does a great job in their performances. Damien Chazelle is a really, really great director and really telling the story and really bringing us back into this time where the space race took place. So in that sense, it's a good movie. Like, they really did everything right, in my opinion. Okay, maybe not. I felt that this film was just a bit slow. It's a bit boring because, like I said, 2 hours and 10 minutes and then a moon landing at the very end of this film, which probably takes up maybe 10 minutes of this film, max, tops. The rest of this film is all the buildup. And there's a lot to it. And, of course there would be training, emotional issues, just logistical issues, and a lot of obstacles doing something that they've never done before. All that stuff is all there. And that's what this film is essentially about. But, I'm here to see a moon landing, and it just takes such a long time for this to bring us there. And it's a build-up. I get that. It's a big, big development. There's a lot of story development, a lot of obstacles that they have to go through. And Ryan Gosling does this an amazing and excellent job. But for me, I just feel that this film is slow. And a lot of people are going to tell me, well, what do you expect? Like, this film's going to be the entire moon landing all the way through? Are you expecting Armageddon? Hey, at least Armageddon was a fun film. You know what I'm saying? But First Man is definitely a full-on drama. And I have no problem with dramas, but I went into this film with certain expectations. I guess I expected more, like in terms of seeing more with the moon landing. I guess I wanted to see the moon landing take up a bigger chunk of this film. And I'm talking maybe a good half hour, seeing them do more on the moon, and just having a more... I don't even know if this is the right thing to say, but having a more dramatic build-up towards the moon landing. So I just wanted more out of it. It was really slow. It was definitely a very, very slow film. And I've seen a lot of space films about movies where they have to take a space shuttle to land on something, like Armageddon, Deep Impact, amongst other films. And this one was very, very slow, but I get it. It's a real thing. It's a real event. It actually took place, and You know, obviously it's not like it is as exciting as it could be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this film is as exciting as it could be or could have been told, because of for what it is. And once it got to the moonlighting parts, that was breathtaking. I love the music, the direction, like all that, and Damien Chazelle really does a great job in putting you into the movie because he really shows you it from the point of view as the astronauts. And once they get there, it's satisfying in the sense that it's satisfying for that scene. But as for my overall satisfaction of the film, not that satisfied. So I get that it's a good film. There's a lot of great direction and acting in it. It's just that I would have preferred it to be a little bit more exciting. The moon landing sequence, great, fantastic, very well done. I just wish they would have taken up a bigger chunk of the film. So in that sense, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It is definitely a film you should watch in IMAX. It's a very big story and it should be watched on the biggest possible screen that is available to you. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. And there you have it. I think that there is Oscar written all over this film, especially for Ryan Gosling's performance and the direction. But as for me wanting to revisit this film, I think that there's no need for me to do that. 7 out of 10. And as always, if you enjoyed this review and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.